Hey, I'm Steve from This Week with Cars, and today I've got this 2013 Lotus Evora. This isn't mine, but a local dealer got it in. They said, take it, have fun, let me know what I think of it. So let's take it for a drive. This car has an automatic transmission with paddle shifters. It's a very easy car to drive. This is probably the one Lotus that you could live with every single day as a daily driver. This car is not a fast car. If you're thinking that this is going to be a great track car like an Elise or an Exige, that's not what this car is. This car is a competitor for the Porsche Boxster. It's just a comfortable car that looks super cool. Weird thing about this car that I'm driving, the car is red with black interior except for the headliner. The A-pillars and the headliner are a blue on this car. It's kind of a weird color choice. Down on the console, you can select your gears with a push button. There's also a sport mode button there. If you try to use the paddle shifters in the normal mode, it will change back to drive, the automatic drive mode, pretty quickly, but in sport it will stay in the gear that you select. One strange thing about this car is these buttons on each side of the steering wheel. These are obscure from the view of the driver when you're driving. I would say there are three very Lotus things that you get with this car. One is the mid-engine, two is the great Lotus looks, and third is all the squeaks and rattles that are typical with the Lotus. I'm hearing them from the dashboard, I'm hearing them from the seat, and when I put the windows up and down, they make a really scratchy kind of screech. The mirrors on this car are big and give you a very good view behind you. The view out the rear, however, is very small and is almost useless besides telling what is directly behind you. I don't know if you can hear this right now, but there is a lot of road noise coming from this car. I think it would only be this bad in a normal car if you had flat spotted all of your tires. Putting the car in manual mode gives you a really nice rush. It's almost a sports car feeling, but have no mistake that this is not a supercar nor a sports car. It's something in between. This car is great if you come up to a fun road, just put it in sport mode and then manual mode, and you can have a little bit of fun with it. The shifts on this car are not quick, but they are smooth, and it gets a good feeling. You're not being thrown around all the time. It's really comfortable to drive. One thing that the Elise and the Exige really fail at is air conditioning. This car has a much better air conditioning system that, believe it or not, actually does blow cold air. Putting the car into reverse does reveal a backup camera. If you open the hood, you can't see much of the 276 brake horsepower engine. Behind the engine sits the trunk area. This trunk area is very small. I would say it's even smaller than that of the Elise, maybe slightly wider, but not as deep. One thing that really shines on the Evora over the earlier cars is that these cars are a lot more weatherproof. When you open the door, the window comes down slightly, and then when you shut it, it goes back up. That way it can go into the door seal and seal completely. The Elises and the Exiges leaked horribly from the windows, and those are not really a car that you can take through a car wash. Let's see how well this car accelerates in standard sport mode with traction control and everything else on. after having this car for a few days, would I have this car? Yes.